What is up, everyone? We are here for the first IHSEA Fortnite stream. We got a lot to talk about tonight. There was a huge update to Fortnite this week that's going to change quite a bit about our season. We're going to check in on our standings, which you guys can see on the screen right now. We're going to talk about the bananas, and we're going to show one of our matches that happened this week. So we're excited to have you. I will keep up with Twitch chat as much as I can. Got it up here right in front of me. So if there's a little delay on me getting to your questions, don't worry. Just feel free to ask whatever you've got. We'll check it out and see what we've got going. So my name is Dalton McGee. I'm the head coach of esports for Springfield Public Schools in Springfield, Illinois. And I also run Fortnite for the Illinois High School Esports Association. So you'll see me on Friday nights now. We've got Overwatch on Wednesdays, League on Thursdays, and Fortnite on Fridays. It's going to be a lot of fun to get going through the next couple months of esports here. Let's take a look at our standings right now. We're 3 weeks into the Fortnite season, and we've had some really strong play already happen. So far, our number 1 seed in the state is Jack and Mason from Springfield Public Schools. Our number 2 seed is Nick and Damari from Naperville Central. And our number 3 seed is Carter and Caden from Salem Community High School. So they round out the top 3. All 3 of these duos have got victories, victory royales so far. And there's some really strong play here. Obviously, we can see Springfield's logo appears quite a few times here in the top 16 right now. If you're unfamiliar with how our playoffs work, the top 16 duos will advance to our state playoffs. And then we will see, have a round of 16, we'll get down to 8, we'll get down to 4. And then depending on where our resources put us as far as where we can host the state finals, we'll either have all 16 together for a in-person LAN final, or we'll have 8 or we'll have 4. We're flexible to that. We're going to get that finalized pretty soon, and you guys will know what our plan is. But we're real excited about those. The playoffs are structured a little differently than our regular season. Our regular season, we have actual custom scrims. So we put a code out to everybody in the IHSEA that plays. They all drop on the same island together and go against each other, so the competition is really genuine. In the playoffs, we do Fortnite Friday rules. So there will be duos against each other. They'll jump into a squads game, and they'll kill race. Best 2 out of 3. Should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get chatting with you guys, talk about this new update, answer any questions you have, and talk about the bananas, because a lot of questions coming in this week were about the 2 administrators, myself and my assistant coach, that run the Fortnite scrims. And before the update, we were landing in the middle island. It was a couple houses there, 4 or 5 chests consistently. Really wasn't a problem to take that loot, but now that middle island in the map is a point of interest, and there's a lot of loot, and we don't want to take that from you guys. So we're actually going to change our landing location. There is a house just southeast of that island. It's a fairly tall house. We're going to be landing there. There's only a couple chests in there. It's out of the way of that point of interest. We're going to get in, get out, have enough heals to survive to the end, and let you guys duke it out. Shouldn't really change all that much. So let's get to this Peely conundrum. So we had a lot of questions in Discord this week about this new battle pass, because there is Agent Peely now, and while Agent Peely is really cool, you can't wear him. You can't wear Skeleton Peely, you can't wear Agent Peely, you can't wear regular Peely. We've got to make sure that nobody is shooting us, and if people have a bunch of bananas in the lobby, they're not going to know which ones are us. So you can run Agent Peely's new skin. We love it as much as you want any other night of the week. But for IHSEA matches, you got to make sure that you're not wearing the bananas. That is a non-negotiable rule. It's in the rules. We're going to continue to do that. It says you may not wear Peely or any Peely variants. So stick with that. And you don't want to use it anyway, because you get a terrible field of vision with the banana. And he's just fun and goofy and easy to see, and that's why we wear him. So no bananas for anybody at all. If you want to take a look at our standings here, another point of conversation that came up this week was that we were talking about potentially condensing to 1 lobby. Right now, as it stands, we have about 63 duos on the books. Obviously, that number's got to get between 45 and 48 to comfortably run 1 lobby. However, you can see down here a lot of people not playing, and everybody that hasn't been playing that signed up, we reached out to them, and we reached out to their coaches and said, listen, we need to make sure that you guys are playing, because if you're not, we are going to condense to 1 lobby. The deadline for that response is tomorrow at midnight, so this weekend you guys will have an answer on whether we're going to stay with 2 lobbies or with 1 lobby. But the grade ones out so far are the ones that have responded and said they will not be participating, and we're just waiting to hear responses from the remainders of these, and we will keep you guys updated. I really can't wait to see what happens. But we wanted to first address the standings, give you guys an idea of who our top duos are so far in the IHSEA, and address this update. There's this mythic AR, these grapplers, you can throw consumables, you can hide in boxes if that's your mojo. It's an exciting update. and we're really excited about staying excited all the time, I guess. I have a tendency to use that as a crutch word. Rogue Leader and Chorin say fear the mods. They will lay that hammer down, but I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue. We are going to go ahead and get started with our match and show you guys this match. Unfortunately, in the middle of prepping this match to be shown on stream, the update happened and my replays went out of date. So we do have one game to show you tonight. It was our first game of this week. It was a really good one, featuring some late game heroics by a duo from Salem Community High School and a really strong play by our duo from Naperville Central High School. But I'm excited to show you guys. So because of how our system works, we play arenas. I stay alive as Peely until the end so I can get the replays of the whole game. But then to be able to commentate well and be able to control the camera and give you guys the best experience possible, what I do is I save those replays to my computer. I move through them with no commentary, no nothing, just show you guys, what's going on. And then I'm going to hit play and just sit back and enjoy the match with you, commentate it, see you guys in chat, and I'm really excited about that. So we're going to try this out for the first time ever. We're going to get in our settings here so that we're full screen and show you guys this match. This is week 3, match 1, game 1 of Fortnite for IHSEA. We're going to take a look at this thing here and see how this system works. I'm excited to see it with you guys. We'll see if this pans out as well as we planned it to pan out. I, at every step of the way, wearing this Peely skin, have tried to be as loud and obnoxious with my skins, and even my loading screen, it is as bright as it could have been. So we'll see what happens here. I intentionally recorded this once and didn't look at anything else. I wanted things to be pretty new so I could be just as excited as you guys as things were happening. We're going to take a look at as many people as we can. We do skip the very beginning of this because it was a little slow with only having about 55 people in the lobby. So we skipped the first couple minutes, but then we get right into the action. So we're going to see who we're following first here. I am SPS Capitals in game. My assistant coach is Better Luck Next Time in game, Coach Mazrim. And we, like we said, landed at this middle island here over and over and over again before Peely was able to put a suit on. But this week, you better believe Agent Peely is coming from Coach Mazrim and I. Mostly to rub it in all of your faces that you don't get to wear it, I guess. Who knows. So, we did have Angus's and Peggle landing real near us here. A duo from Salem Community High School, if I'm not mistaken. We can check on that. But they landed in this area, so we kind of let them have their fun at the middle island. And there was not really any contesting here. We did have a TIE Fighter, nice little landing gear go there. And the loading screen starts. This is the time to... Okay, so moving forward in the game a few minutes, we do get started with an engagement that's going to happen here between Peggle and Angus's. They're going to run into Spin Arnie and his duo partner, who's actually kind of flanked off to the side, Lord Demo Medic, I guess is how we're going to say it. Demo Medic. Demo Medic spamming Angus's and Mego already with the AR from afar. Spin Arnie trying to get in some damage. Peggle's way open, not building at all. Maybe he didn't have any mats. I'm not really sure what's going on. Now we're on with Lord Demo... oh my gosh, I can't say this word. Demo Medic. Wearing the First Order Trooper skin. Got a little cheese here from Spin Arnie. That was obviously just in a case of the building not happening there on the part of Peggle. He kind of just tried to flank outside. Maybe get a better angle. Maybe try to escape. Not really sure what his intention was there. But just real easy to pick when he wasn't building at all. Maybe he didn't have mats. Who knows? Let's take a look here at our bananas. That's what we're doing. We just sit there and chill the whole time. If you're unfamiliar with the replay system of Fortnite, it's kind of fun that we can see all this stuff, but the restriction of it is that you can only see the gamer tags and names and health of the players that are actually in a certain radius of yourself, who is Peely. So we're back here with Lord Demo Medic. I got it the first time that time, wearing our First Order Trooper. All kinds of red here. Clearly a dark side guy, not really my thing. We're looking now at Best at Nick. This is the duo from Naperville Central High School. They're number 2 in state right now. He and his partner Tenkow. This is Nick and Damari. Grabbing some floppers there, moving in. These guys were a hot watch in this game here because they had a lot of action, a lot of great edit fights. There's a couple big build battles we'll see with them, which we're really excited to get into. And what's interesting about these two is they have a tendency to change skins every game. So if you're trying to say, oh, should I get engaged on these guys? Should I look for this skin, avoid it? It's not going to help you at all. They're changing. They don't want you to get an idea of who they're playing as. Little fun replay lag here going. So looking at our map here, we're going right back to where we just were. Tin Cow and Best and Nick rotating in, not seeing anyone. As you can see, they don't really have any competition here. They're just kind of scouting it out to see if that's the case. They don't know if it's there yet. Looking around, there's only these 2 duos in the radius of Peely's. We're going to go check them out actually right now. We're with TTV Blackout and YouTube Storms. These are a duo from, oh man, I would try to remember who they're from, but I can't. Checking out a great house here. This, if I'm not mistaken, is the house we're talking about. This is the house that Peely's landed a little bit together. This is what I'm thinking. It's sort of out of the way. Let's take a look at it above. Yeah, you can see where it is in relation to the island. This big, tall house is probably where the Peely's are going to land, so avoid it if you can. If you feel strongly that you want to land in this house, get a hold of us. Let us know, or if anything, we're going to see you in game. We're not going to take your stuff. Our goal is not to stop you from being successful. It's just to stay out of the way and survive till the end and get as much quality footage as we can. We do love obnoxious skins, Coach Kennedy. All these fishing rods here, but neither of these two really wanting to take a gander at the river and grab those flappers that we so clearly saw flapping around there. Really important late game. I personally feel like these flappers can be a little broken sometimes, just the amount of health they can put out in 1 second. Especially with the gameplay being so used to taking 5 or 10 seconds, or even 15 back in the Chug Jug days, to get heals, and these flappers just, bam, there you got that heals again. Oh, Space Hunter, the First Order Sith Trooper, you're right. See, here's the thing. The dark side is awful. Just awful in everything. I hate the dark side. And, yeah, I guess the First Order Trooper still was right as a Sith Trooper. My bad. The red ones. We're taking a look at the people remaining here. This is a great screen. We can see a number of eliminations in game. Spin Arnie up to 2 with that duo. He got credit for both of those. And not a lot of eliminations happening yet so far, because with this lobby of 55, they haven't run into each other a whole lot. Here's our eliminated players. Laggy and 3% were eliminated. Wolfman were eliminated, the duo from Plainfield East High School, if I'm not mistaken. Pigster tied with most eliminations with Spin Arnie, but Spin Arnie's was at 31 meters, the longest elimination in the game. And this is some fun kind of stats we're going to look for as we're going through the season and showing more of these games. We'll keep an eye on these stats throughout the course of the game and try to keep you guys updated. So Storms and Blackout taking some shots here into the farm. Like I said, we can't see who these names are just because they're out of the radius of the bananas. But we can definitely check out what's going on. Some building, invisible building happening here, rather. This is what it looks like when they're out of the radius, but we know someone's there. So we just get to see this building, and this is the first time I ever saw this in a replay screen and never tried to leave that circle. So we're going to take a look back at here as Storms and Blackout try to shoot some rockets in and follow up on it with an AR, just trying to get that build knocked down and then take some damage off somebody. Are they going to be able to do it? If I'm not mistaken, the people they're taking shots at are Comics and Brit, if I'm not mistaken, from remembering this rotation here. We're looking in with Storm, seeing if we can see these other individuals, but this is one of the things I talked about, the restriction of the replay. Without them being in our personal radius, the bananas, we can't really tell what's going on. But we did want to see if we can get some shots off. None will happen. We're taking in a look at another duo. Super Mr. B is who we're on board with now. We can see XOXO Takai happening as a Springfield duo, one of my boys. Actually played solo in this match by himself. Super Mr. B's duo partner, Affinity, Fortnite, rotating in here. Taking a look at the bananas, still chilling out on top of the house, just trying to avoid everybody. We're pretty good at it at this point. We got a lot of practice. They're rotating in to try to get the supply drop. Meanwhile, it's Brit. There he is. They're finally in our radius. They are now starting to be forced to engage with Storms and Blackout just from the storm moving them in. But they are definitely hanging out on the outside of the storm, and they know that this rotation can be dangerous if they don't take it carefully. Storms and Blackout content to not shoot at them. Looks like they're going to go ahead and rotate out. They don't want any part of it. They're done with this engagement. Moving in, they're going back here into this area that we've seen a couple battles happen in. XOXO Takai there right behind the billboard, and Storms and Blackout in the barn. Will they run into each other? Takai trying to farm up some wood. Just gets back here, edits. He's staying in this box. I think without the duo partner, he was probably having a less aggressive posture on the night. Just wanted to survive to the end, grab a couple eliminations, and play safe points-wise in the season. If you get too aggressive early, just because of only having 10 weeks, you get 3 games a week to get as many points as possible. You have to be careful. If you're not consistent, you can fall really quickly. So he's taking a look at Nick and Damari here. Meanwhile, the banana strolling on by. Moving into circle. Lots of duos happening. Wet Willy Dilly here and Marrow, his partner. They're got the low ground, engaging with K17 and Husky. Let's check this out. We are on board with Marrow now. He and his partner, same duo skin. Building up. Oh, gets shot in the head. Cracked for his shield. No shield left. Approximately 90-95 health. But he does have a big pot. Gonna go ahead and get that shield right back up. Husky and K17 smelling blood, though. They're looking for him here. Everybody except Wet Willy Dilly with 150 health approximately. Definite high ground advantage here. Here comes the rocket spam. Can they get anything out of it? They're trying to follow up with the ARs. Not going to get it yet. We're on board now with K17. What's he going to do? Marrow, does he peek? No, he's going back in the build. Wet Willy Dilly's peeking, though. He's got to be careful. Right back under the roof just in time. Rocket's armed and ready to go again. Builds the ramp up to try to get a better angle. Here comes Spam. Oh, look, they're behind him. Conan and Wango are pushing in behind these two. They're in trouble. K17 gets cracked for all of his shield, and there goes his health, too. He is down. The sneak attack by Conan and Wango takes effect. And just like that, they went from having a high ground advantage, really pushing their opponents here, to suddenly complete surprise attack from behind. Takes them down. They're going to be out of this match. Wango and Conan doing well now. Now they have the high ground advantage. Notice Wet Willy Dilly and Marrow. They're out. They're like, I am not doing this again. Something's going on up there. We do not have the positioning to deal with this. We're going to bail and see if we can survive a little bit longer. We're moving into where they're going. They're up close with Tin Cow and Best at Nick now. There's a build battle. Let's take a look at this. Wet Willy Dilly and Marrow out of the frying pan and into the fire. They are engaged again with Best at Nick and Tin Cow. We're with Best at Nick now, looking at his gameplay. Quick 90s happening. Takes a pause. Here's some shots get off. No damage to his partner, though. What is he going to do? Taking a look here. Trying to build the walls to get a better position on these opponents. The ramps come out. Looking for a sneaky little angle here. There he is. Oh, he's so close to hitting Wet Willy Dilly, but he doesn't get anything done. Tries to take a more creative angle this time. Drops down. There he is on Marrow. Marrow's immediately knocked down. He's going to go ahead and finish him. Take those shields and those mats to continue his fight against Marrow's partner, Wet Willy Dilly. Here he is trying to take his builds from him. He edits in, turns that ramp around. Wet Willy Dilly, though, with his own build. What is he going to do? He's going to spam. Oh, he edits it out. It wasn't his build. We thought it was Wet Willy Dilly's build, but it was Nick's all along. He was trying to hide in foreign territory, and he gets blasted for it. So Best at Nick with 2 eliminations, both coming in that build battle at the expense of Wet Willy Dilly and Marrow. We're now moving in. Here's Spotty and Patterson, the Salem Community High School duo. They are moving right past Sakai. You wonder if do they know somebody's there? Do they think perhaps there's somebody there? Oh, but now he's edited. They know for sure somebody's there. The shots have been given away. I don't know if Takai realizes they're right behind him because he definitely blew his cover there. He's taking a look at YouTube over there, and A8 Highlight and Dryjack rotating in. YouTube by himself. No duo partner in sight. Dryjack and Highlight a little separated. Rotating in, building 1 ramp at a time to cover. Meanwhile, let's check back in here on Patterson and Takai. Spotting Patterson giving Takai the business. He's almost at half health with no shields. Let's take a look at his gameplay. He's got a little bit of shields here. He pops 1 mini, looks for a second. He gets it off. He's at... Oh, he doesn't get it off. It cancels last second. Patterson's pressuring him. Gets the edits off. Takai's in trouble. 90's up. Tries to get out of this or at least get high ground. Patterson's still right there in his face. Takai looking for any chance he can get to get this mini, but it is not going to be enough. Patterson jumps into that build and takes care of Takai. Now we're on board with Patterson and his partner Spotty. An excellent elimination there. Quick edit. Best of Nick and Tin Cow now engaged with Wango. Wango is the friend that jumped all over our duo on top of the hill, and he's quickly dealt with. Best of Nick and Tin Cow with some eliminations now. 0. That's the score from Best at Nick. That's toxic. Toxic, Nick. Toxic. Here we are. So Best at Nick and Tinkow own this throne here. This build is all theirs. Here's the banana on the right side of your screen rotating into the middle, trying to get a little part of the action. We've got Blackout and Storms here next to each other still. Highlight and Dryjack. Look at Patterson and Spotty. They're building a tunnel way over off this billboard here. They are potentially in a dangerous situation if this gets shot out. Those rockets are looking to do just that. Notice better luck next time getting knocked by the storm. That's my assistant. He's just trying to avoid any conflicts with the bananas. So he has knocked himself. Patterson and Spotty built a long tunnel here. Are they going to keep engaging through it, or are they going to back off? Highlight and Dryjack trying to do something about it. You got to help, or got to wonder why they don't shoot behind. I guess it would blow too much cover for sure. We're looking in now with Highlight, seeing if they can do something about this Salem community tunnel happening right in front of them. Oh, here's a rocket. What are they going to do now? They've backed up. I don't know if these two realize Spotty and Patterson have backed up. We've got XXX and Rover duo partner pushing in. New duos we've seen. Here's Tinkow and Best at Nick again. They are in the action. This time pushing on Highlight and his duo partner. Can Highlight's edits save him, unlike the other duos that Best at Nick and Tinkow have taken down? Let's take a look. Trying to take that pyramid back on his own. The cone is his now. Best at Nick in the build, in trouble, getting blasted by Dryjack and Highlight, but he's able to escape. The Storm, a part of this equation now, pushing all of these guys, pushing these two duos in particular. The tunneling is going on. Best at Nick and Tinkow still dealing with the Storm. Let's take a look here. They are given the time they need to shield up. Nick's going to be at 175 health. Takes the ultimate high ground here. Goes into the Storm, looking for a creative angle maybe on Highlight. Can he get it? No, it's not. It's too risky. Taking some serious Storm damage there. Not willing to drop all the way down and go after it. Hey, Blackout's in a dangerous position. Nick's looking for him. He's going to go ahead and disengage. Not willing to take that yet. Builds down. Tinkow's already rotated. Maybe he realized his partner's already gone. There's the banana. Let's play a game every time we see him. Highlight and Dryjack pushing in. Spotty and Patterson looking at Storm here. Brit and Comics right on top of them. A battle looking to happen here between Brit, Comics, Patterson, and Spotty. Oh, we're still on board with Best and Nick. Notice he knocked someone. He knocked Dryjack. Highlight trying to push in out of the Storm. Can they finish his duo partner? Dryjack officially gone. Highlight trying to make something happen. He gets cracked for almost all of his health. Shield's gone. And as he jumps up to try to get the rocket off, he gets shot himself. He's gone. Britain Comics, Best and Nick Tinkow, Storms, and Blackout. Here, Blackout very high up in the air. No safety under him. He's going to look at Comics. Can he finish him off? He does get him. Blackout finishes Comics, gets that elimination up to 2 now. Patterson and Spotty, here he is. Patterson, very low health. His partner low as well. Best at Nick and Tinkow definitely look to be in better position than anybody else for health. Storm's taking a lot of damage to the Storm. Can he get out? Wouldn't that be ironic? Best at Nick down to, oh my gosh, he's at 1 health. Look at this. Spotty's here. He knocks him down. 1 health. Best at Nick's trying to rotate hard. Can he get out of the Storm? He did get Spotty. Oh, he gets blocked by the wall. Best at Nick's going to drop. Storm's going to take him out. What can Tinkow do? He can't do anything. Blackout takes care of Tinkow. We're with Blackout now. Patterson's still here. Looks like he's shielded up since last time we saw him. Patterson is against the duo of Blackout and... oh my gosh! Patterson took Storm and Blackout out. He was down to 50 health, everyone. 50 health. He got the shields he needed. Here he is all by himself. The banana checks in, and he is ready to take this victory royale. As soon as the banana is left with the winner, he takes care of himself, and we let the winner have their moment. Everybody, here is Patterson of Salem Community High School. His duo partner, Spotty, got knocked by the Storm about 1 minute before this match ended. But this match is going to be finished by Patterson. He takes care of the duo of Blackout and Storms to finish this off. And that was an exciting one. So that was game 1 of our matches this week. It started off awesome. To look at our detailed scoring here to see how the rest of this week went, let's take a look at our week 3 detailed scoring. Our first place for the second game, let's see, looking through here, looks like Husky Husky and Keen, or Conan is I think what he is. Husky and Kevin. This is Chris and Kevin from Plainfield Central High School? Plainfield Central? That's the Green Wildcats, or is that Plainfield East? I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember. I'm trying to memorize all the mascots. In any case, they took first place in both the second and third games of that first lobby. So those guys had an excellent night, finishing with 39 points on the week. And then if we look at the second lobby of the night, let's take a look here. Patterson's our first winner. The 7 o'clock lobby. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, Husky. We saw them that game. 7 o'clock lobby. Twishcho is cute and Raindrop is cute from Springfield Public Schools won game 1. Ketchup and Kings from Springfield Public Schools won game 2. And Laggy is Dog and Storm is Dog from Springfield Public Schools won game 3. So Springfield gets the sweep in the late lobby this last Tuesday night, wins all 3 games. And as we look back at the standings one last time here, this is where we head going into week 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Springfield duos in the top 16. Naperville Central's represented 1, 2, 3 Salem Community High Schools. 1 Plainfield Central East question mark. Everybody else. And then we've got 2 Barrington duos, both in the top 16. 2 George Washington duos, and then our Jones College Prep duo. So a very close points over here. You see how close this is. This is so easily made up by one game. It is still anybody's game. Obviously, Twishcho, Raindrop, Bessanick, Tenkow starting to build up quite a lead for themselves and padding that security for the playoffs. All that matters is that you stay above this dark black line. So that's where we're at right now, everybody. I'm going to stick around in here, hang out a little bit, maybe a minute more, check out Twitch chat, make sure we don't have any questions. But to summarize, Friday nights, 8 p.m., we're going to be watching Fortnite. Starting next week, we'll have 3 games a night to make sure you guys get a full match experience. The patch stopped us this week, but it's really exciting. We've got mythic ARs. We've got the ability to hide in boxes. You can throw consumables. The grappler's back. We've got all kinds of fun happening in this patch. And the lobby is refreshed with this new map. I think that in my experience with competitive Fortnite, with the tournaments our team's gone to and won, a lot of times, for example, the mechs, when that happened, you can be really unhappy with what's going on in Fortnite right now. But you got to embrace it. Fortnite is gimmicky. At its core, Fortnite is highly competitive, but it's successful as it is in part because it's so goofy too. And so embrace the cheese in Fortnite. If you don't like how a certain weapon plays, maybe get it so that other people don't have it. The mechs, you can complain about the mechs all you wanted, or you could use them and win and be successful. So I encourage all of you to have fun this week trying out the new map, trying out the new skins. Play the bananas all you want because come Tuesday nights, they're ours. You cannot wear the banana. And we'll land at that house we saw actually the beginning of that match with the 3 chests right inside. That's the only chest in there. Just southeast of the central island. That's where the bananas will be landing. Feel free to stop by and say hello. We'll be moving around trying to get as many people featured on stream as possible. But congratulations to the individuals from week 3 we saw winning. And congratulations to those in the top 16 as it stands. Keep fighting hard, everybody. And we're really excited for the rest of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you guys next Wednesday night for Overwatch, next Thursday night for League, and next Friday night for Fortnite. We'll see you there.